Today's spicy Korean style pasta might be one of the tastiest pastas that I've made in a long time. So one of the best things about this pasta is how quick it is to prepare. We are going to need 1 small brown or yellow onion, 3 cloves of garlic, and 2 spring onions or scallions, which are completely optional. With our onion, make thin slices across, stopping at the root. Do the horizontal slice if you like to do that, and then dice this into small to medium sized pieces. And just make sure you trim off any excess flesh from around the root so that we have no waste. With 3 cloves of garlic, run these along a microplane to create a paste. You can also thinly slice and roughly chop, and make sure to scrape all of that minced garlic out of there. Then with our spring onions, slice them in half, separate the white roots, and with the white roots we can just roughly chop. We're going to use this with the onion just so we have no waste. And with our stems, thinly sliced. This is going to be used as a garnish. Like I said, this is completely optional. Don't go out and buy a whole bunch just to use 2. It is a waste of money. For the pasta, place a large pot of water onto your stovetop and whack this over a high heat. Generously season it with salt, no need for ocean water, and then place a lid on, and this is going to speed up the process. When you're ready, add in 300 grams of pasta of your choice. I'm using Linguine. Let it sit for about 10 seconds and then start folding it in. We're going to cook this for 1 minute less than the packet instructions, or until it's just al dente. In the meantime, place a pan onto your stovetop and whack this over a medium-high heat. Add in 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter and allow this to melt. Once it's just about melted, add in the onions and those spring onions if you're using them, and saute for about 2 to 3 minutes or until the onions slightly become translucent and of course slightly soften up. You can regularly mix this as well to sweat off the ingredients, which means cooking without color. After 3 minutes, add in the garlic and continue mixing this around, breaking up that garlic to prevent it from clumping, and saute this for about 30 to 45 seconds or until you get that nice fragrance in the pan and around your kitchen. With that done, add in half a cup of cream, 1 tablespoon of Gochujang Korean spice paste, 1 teaspoon of honey. This is going to help cut back the heat, even though it's not exactly hot in the first place, and 1 tablespoon of soy sauce for that umami touch. With this over a medium-high heat, start mixing all of those ingredients in. Make sure everything is nicely combined. What you'll end up with is this beautiful deep orange sauce. It smells and looks incredible. We only need to cook this for about 1 minute to slightly thicken it. If you wanted to go 1 step ahead, you can grate in a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano. The amounts are completely up to you. Of course, don't go overboard, but a good amount is a good amount. Mix that through, make sure it's melted completely and not clumping up. And it's a good idea to taste it right now and adjust if necessary if it needs any more salt or cracked black pepper, which I haven't even added to this right now. Because of that, I am going to add a touch of pepper. And because we've added gochujang as well as soy sauce, there is a little bit of sodium already in this, so we're not going to add any additional salt. Add in the al dente linguine, or whichever pasta you chose to use, and then toss all of this together. Make sure everything is coated in the sauce. If it's too thick, adjust with some more pasta water. I will also say you can add all sorts of different things to this. You can even spruce it up with a little bit of spinach for some color. You can add chicken, beef, pork, prawns, tofu. Just do whatever you need to do. Now this recipe serves 2. You could probably get a 3rd portion out of it, especially if you do add a protein to it. Garnish it with a little bit more Parmigiano Reggiano. Again, the amounts are completely up to you. A little bit more cracked black pepper, and then finish it off with that green stem spring onion or scallion. That then leaves us with our Korean-inspired gochujang pasta. It looks incredible and it smells fantastic. Visually, this is a beautiful dish, but really, what does it taste like? We can then dig in. I've played around with this recipe quite a bit. Usually it's either too spicy, there's a little bit too much sweetness, or it's too salty, but I think I nailed it this time. This is absolutely spot on. It's a beautiful balance of all of the flavors. It has that really nice creamy texture. Like I said, you can add any sort of protein to this, but definitely do try it. It is absolutely delicious.